The regular meeting of the Zion Park District dated December 19th, 2019 to order. Derek, can you call the roll call?
Commissioner Pye?
Here.
Commissioner Brown?
Here.
Commissioner Hartman? Commissioner Rivers?
Here.
President McGarrett?
Here.
If you'd all please stand, join with me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated.
Thanks, Rick. Okay. All right, I will entertain a motion for the approval of the minutes.
so moved.
You have to state the whole, you gotta make the motion.
I wasn't here for the meeting, so.
I make a motion approve the minutes for the November 21st, 2019
Personnel,
personnel and
Finance Subcommittee,
finance subcommittee
and the regular meeting.
in a regular meeting.
Do I have a second? Any discussion needed before we vote? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Okay, welcome Chad.
Our guest today.
Our guest, yep. All right, I will entertain a motion for the approval of the agenda, additions, deletions, approval, the agenda as stated.
So moved.
Have a second?
Right here.
Okay, any further discussion needed? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Any comments from the commissioners this month?
I attended the lunch of Waco Beverly. Once again, you stepped did a good job. The food was excellent. The service was great. I enjoyed myself.
Yep,
Thanks for
I will echo what Jesse said. It was really a nice, organized. It was great to see all the employees helping out, and it was fun.
It was the senior lunch.
Senior lunch, yes, Christmas lunch. Okay, and on to reports. Is there anything from the attorney? Okay. I will move on to the treasurer report. I will entertain a motion to approve the bills.
I make a motion that we approve the unpaid bills in the amount of $82,216.57 and the total paid bills of $202,079.75 for a grand total of $294,296.32.
I second that.
Is that correct? Did I write it down wrong?
294,
Oh, yeah, I wrote it down wrong. I had 54. Okay. Do I have a second?
I second that.
Okay, any further discussion needed? Eric?
Commissioner Rivers? Commissioner Pye?
Aye.
Commissioner Brown?
Aye.
President McGarrett?
Aye. Okay. Carolyn, what you got for us? for your
Okay,
director's
just a
report?
couple things. I did RSVP for Jesse, Cheryl, Carolyn, and myself for the Ants of Link dinner, which is at the state conference. It's at Navy Pier this year. And the Ranger Police update, Chad has accomplished much in his first year as the chief. We are more compliant and working well with Zion Police Department while also assisting the staff and of the Park District at the programs and facilities. So I didn't put that in my report, but it has been a year, so it's
Yeah, great
yeah,
job.
it went by really fast. although there was a lot of work done, so just wanted to recognize that.
Thank you for your hard work.
Yes, for sure.
Yes,
The other thing that I did want to say is, for the conference, I said I was going to put this memo in the packet, and then I failed to put it in the packet. But I did not put it on the agenda, so we will actually vote on this next month before the conference for the expenditures for the conference. But I did give you a copy of it. I'm sorry I failed to put that in after I wrote that I was putting it in the packet.
That's all right.
I think, oh, the other thought I had was, on my report, some of the staff provided some photos, which I thought was nice. Adds a little more interest to the report and gives you some idea of some of the things going on. And that's all I have.
Okay. We'll move on to new business. So we've got the police policy OPS 201.9, the naloxone program.
Right, so this is a update to the policy manual for the police department. The purpose is so that the officers can carry and administer naloxone, which is known as Narcan, as for the overdose of opioids, which all of you are aware of the epidemic that's happening. The Lake County Health Department, actually at the Community of Character Walk, I talked to the Lake County Health Department table, and he had some samples of the Narcan, and really, we have not had a large presence of issues in the parks, but it certainly is something that we should be prepared for as we move forward. So I think it's a good policy for us to get on our books now and make sure that all the staff are trained and ready to assist the facility staff if we have an issue in a facility, or the park staff if we have an issue in the park. So just wanted to get that as a housekeeping item.
Did you just mention how it's administered?
Yeah, I think
It's
it's
a nasal spray.
It's a nasal spray,
And
right.
it's all being provided free of charge, all the equipment and training, everything for the park. There's no cost to us to have
So you have the better stuff.
it. What?
Yeah, right, that's a really good thing.
We had the
And if
auto
we-
injectors with the smaller dose,
And if you.
so the nasals work better.
I try to have them, that's gonna work before. I like the nasals. It's more easy.
And I
It's more
think,
effective.
yeah, one of the things that I think is nice also is that if you do administer it and it's actually not an overdose situation, it doesn't cause any harm to the person. So, it's just something we need to have in our policy manual, so.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay. I will entertain a motion to approve police policy OPS 201.9 to update the naloxone program.
so moved.
I'll second it.
Any further discussion needed? Eric, roll call.
Commissioner Rivers,
Here.
Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Pye, President McGarrett.
Aye. All right, we'll move on to the Police Starcom 21 radio transition. Surprise!
Yeah.
Okay, so we did purchase new radios to work with Gurney Dispatch so that we could get on their dispatch system, and Chad did a lot of work to work through that. Unfortunately, they have now upgraded the radio system, so we have to purchase new radios. The one good thing is that we can use some of the batteries and the other equipment for those radios that we purchased, so we don't have to do the whole thing. And Chad did some research and found a radio that was less than what Zion was quoting us on going in with them on their purchase. That will work for us sufficiently, so that's helpful also since we did already purchase those last radios. So we just need to, we need to do this. If we don't, we won't be able to talk to dispatch, and that it just won't be an effective department then. So it's something that we really need to do. We've done as much as we can to make it as workable in the budget as we can. So, I think the memo Chad put together was pretty
Yeah.
self-explanatory, but if there's any other questions or if you have anything you wanna add?
I mean, ours are cheaper than what like Zion's using. They have some, theirs can like scan other police departments, the fire department. Ours won't have that ability, but I don't think it's as important for us to have that as they do, the way we're set up. So we got some significant cost savings from there. And like I said, we can reuse our chargers, our batteries, already have the shorter mics we can reuse and save money there.
Still have the Zion Fire Band?
It sounds like we might not have that with the new ones. Since we're
But
not-
Gurney Dispatch would be able to tell you what's going on.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I didn't think that that was absolutely critical, you know, and plus if Zion needs them, they're gonna call them, you know, that's
Right.
gonna come through the police department, not the fire department.
Right.
So I really didn't think that was an issue.
The price goes up significantly for us when we go to that step up too.
Yeah,
Alright.
just that one step
You
up,
know.
I do.
yeah, what, $3,400 now?
It's cool, yeah, we're talking close to double the price when we get to that
Or
point.
not 30, but 23 or $2,400 more.
And we're working with Chicago Communications to looking to sell what we have to recoup some of the cost.
We just
Yeah.
did that where I'm at and spent $100,000 in radios without batting an eye.
Yeah.
I mean, not even, you blinked and it was on $100,000, and it's not Starcom. So,
Wow.
when, to give you an idea, regular radios will transmit within a certain distance, and if you have a repeater like a tower with a repeater antenna on it, it can transmit it further out, okay? With Starcom works differently. While you have different towers, if you think of like cell towers, a guy from Southern Illinois could talk to a guy from Northern Illinois on a Starcom radio, like the state police has. So with these towers all over the state of Illinois, the local agencies are able to, the local dispatches are able to talk to each other real quickly, real easily, with little disruption. It's so much better. So I was part of testing county's Starcom scenario a while ago, so it was really good. So it's the best move that you can do today. So you know, if you don't, you're not talking to anybody anymore.
Yeah, which, that's not gonna work, you know.
It's a landline that's not plugged into the wall. So
Okay, unless there's any other questions, I will, okay, Jeff, you got a question?
How many did you, I forgot how many were you done get?
So we got 5 before, and we're looking for 5 this time as well. Because normally we don't have a lot of us working at a time, but we're gonna have, it'll come like 4th of July, Labor Day, all that stuff, we're gonna have quite a few of us on.
Okay.
Plus, it gives us an issue if one goes down for whatever reason, we always have a backup to use.
Alright.
Since we found the cost savings, it made sense to go with that.
Yep.
Okay. All right, I will entertain a motion to approve Police Starcom 21 radio transition in purchasing 5 radios and a one-time programming fee for a total cost of $14,295.
so move. Oh, there we go. I'll second it.
Okay, any further discussion needed before voting? Okay, Eric, can you do roll call?
Commissioner Pye,
Aye.
Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Rivers, President McGarrett.
Aye. Okay. Next one, bid number 202001, exterior painting.
So this might look familiar because we did actually do this bid in the fall, right? And after the bids came in and we were having a conversation with the successful bidder, we realized that we were wanting to change the color of the building, and that was not included in the bid. It was for one coat, which would not work. And so we rescinded that bid situation and wrote the specifications for a bid that would give us 2 coats that would change the color of the building. And we just thought that was worth the time. If we're gonna spend this much money, we should, really be able to do what we're looking to do for this building. So, we had actually a new bidder when we went out the second time. This ATP didn't bid the first time, did they?
No.
No. As you can see, the bids are very close together of the top 3. The last one's a little further out there. But we have vetted this first company and we're feeling confident, even though they have not been someone we've used previously. And so we're going with the low bid. That's our recommendation, to use ATP Enterprise Group at $34,250 to paint the exterior of the leisure center, which they'll probably do in the spring before this fiscal year ends, if the weather cooperates. If we have a spring like last year, that might not happen, but that's our goal.
What color are you going with?
It's just a,
It's like an olive green for the trim, and then more of like a soft green, for the base color.
so it's getting away a little bit from the yellowish and going more towards a greenish tint.
Any questions?
I think it looks really nice. You see a lot of the buildings, now we took the big trees out the front, so.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion for bid 2020-01.
I make a motion that we accept the bid 202001 awarded to ATP Enterprise Group in the amount of $34,250.
It's a second that.
Any further discussion needed? Eric?
Commissioner Rivers? Commissioner Pye?
Aye.
Commissioner Brown?
Aye.
President McGarrett?
Aye. Okay, bid 201911 for the police vehicle. Last month was Alan's month.
right, yeah.
So this month it's yours, Chad.
Let's not have a lot of this.
So we have talked about this previously, that we have been thinking about a update for the police squad, which is, here's what this one is now.
07, 08?
I think 07. It's in
07 was the first year that body stopped.
Yeah, I think it was 07. So it's,
Long in the tooth.
yeah. And unfortunately, we only got one bid, which we would really have liked to have gotten more. Actually, Chad went out and really did some speaking to other local car dealers, and nobody bid on it. And I think probably because a outfitted, this comes with the whole outfit altogether, and that's a good thing, I think, for a police vehicle, that they will do everything all at one time instead of buying a vehicle and then having it outfitted for the police use. So we are happy about that. This is, one of the main companies that does police vehicles, so I think that is also a good opportunity for us to work with this company and getting exactly what we need. So the only thing that it doesn't come with is the the graphic decals on the vehicle. So that is added in here. So we are recommending that we go ahead and purchase the Chevy Tahoe as presented from Dana Safety Supply, with a total cost of $54,620.96, including everything.
Can you or Chad just speak to why we want a new one versus a used one? Isn't it based off of usage and you want?
So, yeah, absolutely. So we looked into it. Police cars in general are going to have hard use. So you can't, and there's just a basic traffic stop. Let's say you're doing one for speeding. As you go from stopping to having to speed up real quickly, he'll tell you people just randomly slam their brakes or hit their brakes hard. There's a lot of that kind of use on road, off road. We don't do that kind of use. If we get one now with basically no miles, we'll be treated better long-term. So there's that. The cost savings isn't always significant. Sometimes they install equipment that we're not going to need. A lot of times you won't get it, those extra holes in body panels and interior. We don't know who they've transported, how well they clean stuff, so that it could be germs. People defecate themselves, vomit all over places. You know, there's a lot of issues like that. So I haven't found a huge cost savings in there, and I think it's worth it long term, because we don't go through vehicles quickly by any means.
So,
And
yeah,
then, yeah, like this one, we want to make sure, a lot of them are two-wheel drive, which one we have now, and we have gotten stuck in the mud in our own property. This one is four-wheel drive, so you don't have that issue. It is, we researched a lot of different types of vehicles. You know, the Ford Explorer is the most common one you see. We looked at those cars, pickups. We came to this for a multitude of reasons. The drivetrain is the same as what the maintenance staff is all using in his department, so mechanical, it's easy for our people to work on. They're exceedingly reliable. There's, for going off-road, doing down through the trails, we have to, we'll go through it much easier. And there's a couple things too, like with the emergency lights, they have what's called scene lighting. So all the lights will just turn bright white all the way around. So if we're looking for someone or something, we can light up a dark area much better.
which is a need for our type of policing
I
Right.
think that's more important
versus
for us to
somebody
prevent
that's doing a
losing.
traffic
Right.
stop on the street. They don't really need that as much, because we're going out to dark parks where
Yeah.
there's no lights.
Right.
And this includes, like, so since our vehicle's left outside, this includes a large lockbox in the back, so we can put our equipment, and you can actually lock it. Because right now, where it's at now, someone could always break a window, gain access. This allows us to lock up what's in there better too.
And I don't know what the usual turnover is on police vehicles. Do you know, like, how long are they usually in service for?
Yes. The Chargers typically last 4 to 6 years because they don't hold up very well.
Mhm.
If they stay on the road longer than that, that means that they're putting more money into maintenance than they are, gaining. The Explorers, while they've been doing okay, they haven't been as reliable as most agencies have wanted them to be. The Tahoes, on the other hand, while you pay a little bit more upfront for them, you're going to get 10 to 15 years out of a Tahoe, and you don't get that out of the other the two standard vehicles. So, these engines are 200,000 mile engines all the time. No matter if you have a police vehicle or a civilian vehicle, they're knock on wood, they're there. And when you have the simplicity of the same type of vehicle in the rest of the fleet, it's a common knowledge situation. So they, have a diagnostic, they can pretty much go where they need to, or go to the dealer, and it's the same people they're dealing with. I like the comment that you said earlier. There are several ways about buying a used squad car. Sometimes you can buy the used police car, and it's just that, a used police car. It's $5,000 to $10,000 to get it up to speed to where you want it to be. Sometimes there's a retrofit, where they'll do brake suspension, steering, and a new engine, and you're looking at $25,000, $30,000, but your platform is 6 to 8 years old. So if you're spending $25,000 to $30,000 and the same vehicle new is $40,000,
Yeah.
it's, all you're getting is just the basic mechanics, but your door hinges are falling apart, your electrical is a mess. So in the long run, you might be spending $10,000 more than you would on a well-equipped Explorer, but 1 to 2 years of longevity beyond what the Explorer would be turned in, it's going to pay for itself, and more than likely it would be a 10 to 12 year vehicle.
Yeah, it was interesting. I didn't give you guys the whole sales quote, but the actual vehicle is $37,012, and the emergency package is $13,465. So actually for the vehicle itself, I didn't think that was a bad price. It's, you know, you gotta have it equipped. And I think the other positive thing is having a company equip the vehicle right there, right from the get-go.
Stop shop.
One-stop shopping is probably beneficial for us.
We used to buy squad cars that were blank, so they were a squad car. But we would have somebody come out and stripe them. We'd have another person come out and wire the electrical and the lights and sirens and all of that. And we'd have car fires. We'd have, you name it, all kinds of issues. Headlights going up in smoke. You know, from instead of LEDs, they had the old strobes, you know, and so a lot of heat. And so you're driving down the road and your headlights catch on fire. So this is the right way to go instead of retrofitting a car to have it purpose-built, hands down.
Just one question, with the computer repair and stuff like that, so this company, since they retrofit and do everything, do they repair the diagnostics or whatever, if anything goes wrong with the computer part of it? That is fire and, what is it, security, do they fix that?
They can. I don't think we're gonna have I'm not gonna lose many issues. I've worked at a place here in Illinois, and I work part-time in Wisconsin, a place that goes outside, agencies or outside companies, and it's always issues. It's sad, but it always is.
Right.
Oh, and is this 4-cylinder, a 6-cylinder,
Oh,
8-cylinder?
This is the V8, but it's the smallest one they have.
Okay.
It's a 5.3 liter. We looked at both, because like the Explorer comes with a V6. With stop and go traffic, these actually get very good gas mileage for the engine size. It's actually kind of doesn't make a big difference. They end up about the same. The only way the Explorer does better is the new ones you can get as a hybrid, but I don't think that's the best for us. It just gets more complicated. Exactly, and the cost now with the hybrid, you're talking more than the towels are coming out too.
On the freeway, my truck with the same engine gets 22 to 24 miles to the gallon on the freeway, and 17 around town for a 6,000-pound truck. So my Explorer didn't get that.
And I've had this kind of engine in cars that I've owned too, and they're just tanks. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. They're easy to work on. They're so reliable. Parts are easily available. And work out.
Well-
I like the whole keep it simple.
Well, I
It's
think
not
it's good that the
overcomplicated.
maintenance department also
Yeah.
lets the vehicle.
And then I have a
that they're
pull on the
purchasing.
back of it, because you said something about, for lighting up the path or something like that.
So that's well, it has a spotlight, like the emergency lights or the red blues. You press a button, they all turn bright white all the way around. So like, yeah, so it's like a flood of light all the way around.
I really like that.
Yeah.
I'm a big believer in them.
I've seen videos, but I've only seen one vehicle with it. It was amazing.
I've used it personally in my other apartment. We have it. We go down those dark alleys and stuff. You hit it. It's great. It really is. It doesn't really have much cost at all.
I got one question.
Yeah.
With the old vehicle, will you keep it? Oh,
So, what I would like to do, because I don't think we're going to get much money out of it, I think it's best to keep it because if we have just one vehicle that goes in for maintenance, we have nothing. Also, for like the fourth and stuff, I like the idea of having another vehicle. You know, we could park one side, park one the other side. We have AEDs in both. We have just more options. I would ideally like to, and like the emergency light bar and stuff. You can see it's kind of coming yellowed and stuff being out there. I really don't think we're going to get much. I can look into it, but I don't think there's going to be much value back to us financially for getting rid of it.
It's wise.
Any other questions? Chad, thank you so much for your thorough report in your, just checking into everything. It was really good, and Rick, for your feedback too, as far as police vehicles go. So I will entertain a motion for bid number 201911.
I make a motion that we approve bid 201911 for the purchase of a police squad, the 2019 Chevy Tahoe from Dana Safety and Supply, with outfitting, the total amount of $54,200 or $620.96.
I second that.
Any further discussion needed? Eric?
Commissioner Rivers, Commissioner Pye,
Aye.
Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
President McGarrett.
Aye. Okay. Approval for IAPD membership.
So it's that time of year again that IAPD sends out their invoices for the year. 0% increase again this year, which I think is, it's good that they're keeping their, that's probably 6 years in a row, I think. I mean, I don't think that we've had an increase since I've been in charge. And I think we get a lot of value out of IAPD as a park district, and we do a lot of advocacy for park districts in the legislature, and so I think it's of value for us. We put it in the budget, and so I'd like to just recommend that we continue with our membership in IAPD for 2020.
Any questions? Okay. I'll entertain a motion to approve the invoice for IAPD membership dues in the total of $4,999.75.
So move.
I'll second.
Okay. Any further discussion needed? Eric?
Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Rivers,
Aye.
Commissioner Pye,
Aye.
President McGarrett.
Aye.
And I did include their whole packet of materials that they sent with that. Tonight, I put that on. That didn't come before I send the packets out. I knew it was coming because it usually comes the day after the packets come out. So I did make you all a copy, and their annual report was included in that too. So there's lots of information that you can take back and read through.
Okay. So I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Second. Third. Fourth.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Adjourned.